As sure as a gun. EU likes a cat on hot bricks while UK has the upper hand, beating EU down to size. Lord Frost yesterday calmed tensions by saying the UK wants to make a deal and does not seek to invoke Article 16 unless it is a last resort. But many have urged Britain to keep firm on its demands given the extent to which the EU has already kowtowed to UK demands. The EU Commission official hinted at further flexibility on British complaints relating to VAT and state aid. He added Brussels was ready to have a meaningful discussion within the framework of the existing protocol on those issues. Irish minister squirms as BBC's Nick Robinson points out how Boris has outmanoeuvred EU. BBC's Nick Robinson left Ireland's Minister for European Affairs squirming this morning as he pointed out how the EU has repeatedly blinked in face of pressure and given in to British demands. BBC's Nick Robinson told Ireland's Minister for European Affairs that the EU blinks if you are tough. This comes amid fears of a full-scale trade war between the EU and UK as well as the suspension of the agreed Brexit deal. The current Brexit deadlock largely centres around the Northern Ireland Protocol. The UK government also wants to remove the role of the European Court of Justice as the arbitrator of disputes. Mr. Robinson challenged Thomas Byrne on the ongoing tensions, and whether the EU will bow to British pressure yet again. The host for the BBC's Today programme host said, "The concessions that the EU has made feed a sense in Downing Street that the EU only responds to threats. Those around Boris Johnson believe that the EU blinks if you are tough." He continued, "They blinked when there was a threat of a no-deal Brexit. They blinked when they refused to move on French trawlers and fishing. And you changed many of those trading arrangements only when you really were worried that he might tear up the deal altogether." In response, Mr. Byrne said a tough guy approach to Northern Ireland will lead to disaster. When questioned on his warning, he refused to spell out what disaster would mean, adding only it is unthinkable. He continued, "The EU has come up with some really constructive proposals on Northern Ireland. We hope the British government can bring more to the table." The Irish minister added, "There is a serious danger of complete instability in Northern Ireland and that's what motivates the Irish government in all of our dealings in relation to the protocol. We now have a division, it seems, because of threats by the British government to, what they say, is to suspend the protocol under Article 16. We're not entirely clear what that's about." His comments come as the latest round of talks between the EU and the UK are due to begin in London, with European Commission Vice President Maros Sefcovic meeting Britain's Brexit Minister David Frost. The EU's chief negotiator will speak to his UK counterpart today as the two sides seek to come to an agreement over the highly contentious disputes regarding Northern Ireland. But has the EU indicated it is ready to cave into British demands? Certain members of the European Union, EU, are pushing for tougher action against the UK if it fails to comply with the calls for compromise being made by Commission leaders. Britain has repeatedly said it has been willing and ready to invoke Article 16 if the EU fails to meet its conditions for a deal. But has the bloc shown signs it is willing to back down in the ongoing argument over Northern Ireland? Nicola Sturgeon squirms as SNP planning for COP26 under fire. The European Commission Vice President Maros Sefcovic and Lord David Frost will begin the latest round of talks on post-Brexit trade arrangements on Friday, November 12. The two sides have thus far failed to reach an agreement despite the EU offering a series of changes to the agreed protocol in October. These changes would see the European Union remove the need for checks on goods up to 50% and remove checks entirely on 80% of animal and plant health products. Mr. Sefcovic has urged the UK to bow to EU demands, warning a deal will be impossible unless Britain drops its unattainable demands.